Good evening again. I'm back. I think I had some technical issues. Rebooted the software. Had 20 minutes before I got the bright idea. Let's go ahead and throw this guitar out there and just record something with a drum jingle and throw some bass on it. We had some lead. The lead just, it wasn't all going to happen. We left the lead guitar off. We had 20 minutes to do everything, export it, throw it up, and be ready. And no mixing, really, nothing of any kind of sort. We're going to play that shit right here. Will it play? Okay, maybe it will. Well, it sort of sounds like the last one, don't it? What do you think? I don't know what's going on. I can't really hear anything. It sort of sounds like the last one. About 2 minutes, we're going to loop this. We're going to play the other one. This is our 20-minute challenge by accident. It didn't mean to happen. May not happen again, for that matter of fact. But there we go. We had 20 minutes. It is what it is. The practice was none. The warm-up was 0. The wrist was hurting. The arm was hurting. We did it anyways. Halfway through, we switched from finger style to a guitar pick. We just stuck with the same darn chord shape over and over and over and over again. If you're not hearing this on the podcast, you can tune in on Spreaker. We're live over here right now. Also, you can get the downloads over on the Apple and the Spotify and I believe the Google and most of your other platforms. Give us a check out at what? Techno Twerk. If you're on Twitter, just leave the S off, singular instead of plural. And enter that into your keypad and hit the like button, subscribe, and we have more content coming very soon. We're going to do one more little jingle. That was a 20-minute jingle. My wrist is hurting. Did it turn out perfect? No. Is it even good? I don't know. I don't care. I did the challenge. I made it through. We put it out there. Let's go ahead and... It almost sounds like this one. Was I playing the same thing? You think it's the same thing? We're just going to stick with this one. This is tried and true. No reason to mess up anything that's already working for you. Got to keep pressing forward. Got to keep moving along. Had some market weakness today, but pointing that out since over the weekend. The areas to look at, the areas to investigate, the areas to say this is where the short is going to happen. They're going to sell this shit off because it's next to this level in this area. I don't give a shit about the news. I don't give a shit about the predictionals and the extra indicators and all this jazz and matazz. See a line, see an area, there it is. Is it short? Is it not? What's going to happen? You're going down, it's going up. And where there can you stay into that and get more down or upside? Exactly what's going to happen to you in that trade. Let's get pressing forward here. We've got roughly about 2 minutes to finish up this gander and the lead in, and we're going to get ready to look at the market. Appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, we talk about a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. Sometimes we have talkathons, and other times we just talk the beats talking. I see that the software browser needs an update. Go ahead and update that shit and get it moving along here. Let's go ahead and get our trading software, which is not open. Let's go ahead and enter those credentials in. Let's open up the platform and get ready to investigate what happened tonight on the market. It was too much fun earlier starting off the session. We're going to try to get right to the salad of things here in a minute. Salad and tomatoes is always a good way to start your afternoon, your evening, or your morning. Some vinaigrette. Maybe you have a few other vegetables on there on the side. You're a fruit person. Maybe you put some kind of blueberries or something else on the side. Maybe you just want to skip it and go with some lentils and some split peas. That's an option as well. Don't forget there's many varieties of beans out there today that you can cook yourself from scratch. Taste amazing, very cost effective, and will make you feel much better than you did before you eat them. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and tell you to get off that damn sugar, get off that salt, and stop using so much damn oil in your diet. I think we're coming up here. Got the charts loading, and we're getting ready to get into this fun. We're going to try and do 10 different things tonight at one time. I don't know if everything's going to happen, but we're just going to press forward and see where we land up here in just a few moments. And a theoretical trade is coming up here shortly as well. That never really happened. It's out there in the ether as we speak. Almost hit stop, but the song stopped itself. We're going to go ahead and do something never before done. Have we practiced it? Heck no, we didn't practice it. So what I'm doing tonight is I've got the audio piping in here to the computer, and it's going out to the podcast or what have you. Got a theoretical trade that some dummy put in this paper account here. Don't know what the point of that was. It is stimulated. This is not real trade. Nothing you see here can misconstrued as real of any sort. It's all fake. It's all theoretical. We're down into a basin on the market now. We're going to get that extra 20 points. Let's go ahead and press the record feature. We're going to record this screencast and see if we can do multiple things at the same time. I hope that we can get away with this craziness right now. Good evening if you're joining me on the screencast. This will be recorded. This is not live right now. Nothing to worry about. We got some charts up. We're going to get rid of our chart list. We don't need it. We're only looking at one tonight. Thank you for joining me. By the way, you can listen to this on your own free time. We've been talking about this for days and days now. Anything you see right here is theoretical. This is a simulated trading environment. Nothing is meant to be construed as investment advice. Nothing is here is more than just a simulation, a video game, a environment for entertainment, and that is all. Some people choose to go a different direction than that, but that's at your discretion. Definitely, I would not recommend it. But for anyone else who is still listening and tuning in for this entertainment, let's just say that you were looking at such events over the last several days in the talk of the 40-35 area. Last night came in to hit that area again, sold off, bounced around 40-10, 40-20, grabbed support many times at 40-20, had that last push, came into the market open this morning. I believe that was actually at 8:30. Maybe there's an event or something. Chopped up, chopped down, about 20 points up, came back up, made its final approach about 10 a.m. on the magical 40-35 area, or 40-34.97 if you're looking at the exact area. We said we are going to 40-20 from there. We had that final approach, and then it made basically a triple top. Could have been quadruple. Quickly sold off, kept going down through all day. Hit that 39.80 rotation area, sold off. Now we are on the short side, a jingle. Let's go ahead and get a move on. Back down through 39.50. Never got support, kept going. Down to 39.35, your next area of contention. 39.20, the magic number, called out the days in advance here, and you got the information first. This is just a simulation environment, not that can be construed with real advice or investment experience. Please heed cautiously when using real money to initiate activities which are alluded to in simulated environment only, and that's all. So if you were in simulation mode and you went short 68 contracts On the E-micros, that would be right under 7 full-size contracts on the ES, E-mini, S&P futures. Well, if you had done that and you had gotten in at a adequate level at around 30, I believe the average there was 40.32, a few points shy from the 40.35. Whether you did this yesterday and you kept holding it, whether you did it today, it doesn't matter. If you had that many contracts and you were short, you are now setting up a nice sizable afternoon with a little over $31,000 and counting. Do you want to keep it? Do you want to go? Do you want to put a order in to take some of that off? Are we going to take some of this off the table now, or what are we going to do? We're going to keep it? Okay. Even if you don't see the logo up here that says simulated trading or on the software, it is all simulated no matter what numbers, figures, other diagrams that you try to construe from any entertainment purposes only. I can guarantee you this is for entertainment and entertainment purposes only. Thank you for joining me again. If you're just now tuning in, we just got through a commercial break talking about entertainment. We're going to be mighty entertained when we come down to our final resting spot target of 39.20, up from 40.35 at a 115-point move. Can we go further? Can we go further? Can we keep dropping past that level? Can we do it? And the fact, can we get down to 38.80? We're just going to keep moving the bar down one more step. I think we could actually get to 38.80 if we get a move on it. Right now, just expect something to happen, some kind of shit to happen around 39.20. If you're still holding some positions in your paper, fake money, simulated trading environment now, you might want to say, hey, well, you know, what is going on here? Do I want to get out? Do you stay in? You don't care. I don't know. I know it's going where it's going. Do you want us to go down here and say, crap on it? You know, I'm taking off 30 at 39.20. Is that what you're saying that you would do? If, since you're listening to the whole thing, you're going to say, I'm going to sell single contracts. How many am I going to sell? Let's go ahead and edit this shit up here. We're going to do negative 30 contracts. We're going to keep the other 30 contracts and see if we can get that 80 level. Let's go ahead and like 30, what I got, 32, 33 contracts. What'd that leave like another 35 or whatever? But that's what you do, and you say that's for the day, good to cancel, blah exchanges. We don't give a shit about that. That is a limit order for a sell at negative 32.3, 39.19.50 for whatever sakes on the good to cancel right there. This is a future. This is a sell side simulated transaction. It says we cannot do that. You exceed your, okay. Oh, look at that. We messed up. We were trying to sell more. And what do we need to do? We need to buy that shit. Where do you want to buy that shit at? Let's dip 2 points below because that's just what the way we're. So now you're going to say buy. Oh, wrong freaking order. Edit the shit. You could do this easier as well if you wanted to. We're going to go ahead and, for real, what's it going to be, 33, magical 33. So you're on the red side right now. You got to finish it off on the green side. And that is going to be a limit. That's going to be a good till cancel for 39.18 quarter. Go ahead and put that shit in. It's sitting right here, hanging out once you get to that level. Let's just say theoretically, and you wanted to do another piece of crap move like this and say, about 39.05, we'll do sell. This is just faking around, just farting around right now. You're going to buy like 10 more of these bad boys up. Let's just say that you did buy 10 of these. And you had now, what do you have, like 15 left? So what would you do if, put another one here at 90 and buy if you had 15 left? What would you do? Put like 10 there, maybe another 10. And now this is not an advertisement trade. It's just like entertainment. How good are you hitting targets? if you had to hit the target. Could you do this with real money? I wouldn't recommend doing something like this with real money. Buy, single. I think there's 5 left if I'm not mistaken. Is there 5 left? Okay, so it's 33, 43, 53, 58. Oh, so you'd actually just change that to 10. How do you do that? Hit on that, hit edit, cancel, replace, edit. So you're going to edit this shit, and you're actually going to go ahead and put like 10 of these in here. Is that right? So you had 10, 20, 30, and you'd have 5 left, and you'd be like, let's go down here all the way for the jingle and get this pressing here for this area. I'm going to go ahead and do the final 5-day. Good to canceled, confirm and send. Limit all orders in. You want to go check your orders? You want to go check your orders? You want to go check your orders? Okay, let's go over here and monitor. All right, now, where's your orders at? You got working orders up here. So you're on the Thinkorswim platform here, looking at the orders. These are all good for days. These are good to cancel. Did you check your orders after you place them? Let's go ahead and just click on this shit and say, I want to modify this shit. Now you just want to go down here and change this to good to canceled because you only had good today. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. Now it takes you back out of this shit. It's a pain. Now you're good to cancel. You still got 2-day orders here. So let's go ahead and cancel, replace this shit. Yeah, we wish we could just go back over there. Day, good to cancel. Are we going to get these levels? Doesn't matter. We're just looking at shit right now, but we know that our target was 39.20. Could it even go further? Because shit always goes further than what you think. In either direction. Even if you got a target, it still can go well beyond that target. Let's go ahead and make sure the last one here, good to canceled, is up and running. And let's go ahead and cancel, replace this one. We're just practicing. That one's actually already good to canceled as it is. Which one's not good to cancel? This one here. You could actually be anywhere on this chart and hit cancel, replace in case that you wanted to do that as well. Let's go ahead and hit this over to the good to cancel side. Get a move on here and see where it's at. Chart's still looking fine. Market's still going down. Let's just say you had paper funny trades and you're up about $32,000 or something. I mean, that could have been a lot more if you're looking at options. We got to look about the options later. Maybe I'll do that from the screen or something of that nature. Got to get ready to move. Going to have a long day tomorrow. Will not be on quite as long. This is a screencast, a little over 11 minutes into it right now. We just wanted to cover this real quick. See what kind of things happen. You had that sell-off. We knew, everybody knew it was happening. It was so easy. It was the easiest move in the history in the entire earth. And we're coming back down here to 39.20. And from there, it may settle out. But you still have a possible, you still have a few possible downside areas that you could potentially get into as well. So that's all I've got for right now. Appreciate you listening. It's been a lot of fun. You're saying, would you put stop orders? Yeah, if that's real money, I recommend putting stops. We're just doing a screw around prediction here. But, of course, yeah, you're doing something up here, whatever the case. You could do that as well. Where's these orders at? Are they way down here? You can see them right there. All right, we'll do platforms. We got platforms and software coming up soon. You're going to see that they're trying to level out here at the 39.40 level for right now to 42. Next leg down, you got 35 and 20. Don't see any reason why it wouldn't at least hit 35, at least 28 area. 20 is the full target, and these are just for fun and shits and giggles in case they do it overnight. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Hit them, boom, bam, right back in. Of course, you could have did that from the other side and saved yourself a little more headache going for the trailing stops. see if you can actually put in a trailing stop here. Let's go ahead and say that I wanted to do an order and I wanted to buy these single and I wanted to do a future. Is we on the future side? We're on the buy side. What kind of order is this? This is the limit. Is this a trail stop? So you're doing a trail stop. And you are going here. We're going to play around with all these different order types. Man, there's so much stuff to cover. People don't realize there's just so much stuff to cover. Got to get all this information out there. It's already in there in one form or fashion. We're going to put it out one final try. In terms of the software, not final try. We'll keep talking about it for a long-ass time. That's the whole shtick is the software. Going to talk about it until you're tired of hearing it. And then 150,000 times past that target, and we'll still keep going. We will never stop talking about the software and this and that, and using this software, the trading software, the music software, the photo software, the whatever software. We don't care. Operating systems. Yada, yada, yada. But some big red candles right here. This is on a 4 hour. What happens if you look at the 1 hour? It's even purtier right here. You saw that 1 hour drop and zoop, 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 zoop. I don't know anybody who's going long today, but if you, I mean, you got wiped out. It's almost 100 points. Getting very close into it, about 90 something or whatnot. But I'm out of here. On the screencast, got to finish up on the podcast here and Twitter, and you have a good night, and got more content coming at 11. This is going to be a short one tonight. Keep it under about 30 minutes for your listening pleasure. Have a great evening. All right, so the screencast there is done. That is uploading. We'll post the link on Twitter here shortly. Appreciate you all listening in as well out there on Twitter. And if you're on the podcast, I'm also grateful for you lending me your time tonight in consideration of your stuff like that. We're going to go ahead and segue out with our traditional little jingle for the time being. We're taking our charts out. Maybe we don't do charts tonight. Maybe we just do whatever. I don't know. We're going to play it one more time until you can't stand it and then you're out. All right. So I use this to sort of lead in and to get some ideas of where we're going to be going this episode, the next episode, where the market's going, where's software going, where companies going, where's the industries going, where's food, retail operations, retail stores, new malls, old malls, malls from time gone past, no malls, online ordering only, deliveries to your house, curbside pickups. Whatever the case, we're going to be covering here. We got a lot of information. You got 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and we're going to really push through some data right now. Again, we got some earnings. I believe we have Netflix coming up tomorrow. Try to get that covered on the video if I can remember. Again, sometimes you get some bonus content when you join in here on Twitter. But the podcast also will have bonus content as well. We're both simultaneous sometimes. If not, maybe you listen to both. Maybe you listen to both. And you also listen to the screencast because that's just how you are. You don't want to miss anything. Theory is one thing. Methodology is another. And practice and perfection is a whole nother skill set. So let's take a moment to breathe. Tomorrow's another day. It is Thursday. If you're off on the weekend, you got Thursday and Friday. You finish up to head into the home stretch and past today on Wednesday. Many people like to call it Hump Day. It's over the hump, down into the downtrend, and finish off on that slope. Hopefully you got a lot of work in earlier in the week, and now maybe you can take it a little easier. Maybe you're pressing all the way full court press until the end of the week, until the bell, and you're just giving it your all and pushing forward and trying to move that goalpost and challenge yourself, because we don't all get challenged. life is not always challenging in everything we do. Many things are very challenging and extremely. Other things are not. Many things become monotony, similar over and over again. You got to find ways to change that up, to look at it, to focus, to apply that to your other aspects in your life, to apply those back into your work and your skill sets, and always keep your brain thinking fast. Keep your mind working good and always eat healthy again. Cut that damn sugar out, cut the salt out, get rid of that shit, and eat as minimal as you can. Stay under that daily recommended allowance. Please, it's there for a reason. Use that as you wish, but I am going to have some few thoughts of eating healthier and also cut the oil to a minimum as well. Go ahead and get that down and process more water, high quality water, spring water, distilled, whatever the case that you're drinking. Make sure you're drinking more of it. We're out of here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great night.